So as you can see, the kitchen table is covered in stuff that I've recently picked up from a couple thrift stores like Goodwill and then a couple antique stores also. So I thought I would give you guys a haul. Most of it's out of the bags already, some of it's not, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the bag. But the first thing I got was this pillow. It was 99 cents at Goodwill. This was $3.99, and I'm a sucker for handmade pottery of honestly any kind. Like, I love candle holders, plates, bowls, anything that somebody makes handmade. And if they have their initials, like the date on here, this was made in 2010. So I love this, but we're just gonna use it. I'll set something on it, but I think it is so cute. It was $3.99. These little plates, they're not stamped or anything. I honestly don't even know if they're old or not, but I absolutely love them. They're blue. I got 3 of them, I think. I got what they had. Usually if I find any small plates, I bought another kind here you can see on the table. But any kind of small plates, I'm a sucker for dishes. Like, I love vintage dishes of pretty much any kind, honestly. But we do have a cabinet over here in the dining room that I use for dish storage. And some of this will go in there, but I love having the ability to just swap it out. Like, I love it. Like, sometimes I just get tired of what's in the kitchen, so I'll just come over here and put what's in the kitchen over here and then take what's over there and put it in the kitchen and we'll use it. So I love dishes. These plates, they were 99 cents each, and like I said, they're not stamped or anything, so I have no idea what the brand is, but I just thought they were so pretty. The next thing I got was these salt and pepper shakers. They definitely need cleaned up, but they were $1.99. The last thing I got from, I went to several different Goodwills over like a period of time, so like probably like 3 or 4 weeks I've been collecting stuff now. But this was from Goodwill. It was $4.99, and it's a casserole dish. But I actually like using these for like mixing bowls. Like, I'll mix something in here, like especially if something is just like a batter. So like I'll mix it in here and then bake it in here also, just so that I'm not dirtying up more dishes. But you can also use them to store leftovers in or anything. So I love dishes like this that just have a lid. And I've never seen one with this like design on the side. So I have a plain one that I bought a while back, but I've never seen one with this design. So I picked this one up. It was $4.99. I also got this basket. It was $1.99 also. This was from a Goodwill also, but a different Goodwill. So we went to several different towns. I went with my mom. This was one of my favorite things that I got, and this was, I believe, $4.99. And I've been looking for a flower print like this for so long. I absolutely love them, and this one is old. The back of it is like completely falling apart, to be honest. I may have to like stick a piece of wood in there to hold it. I'm not sure on how old it is, but I just love it. I'm not sure where it'll go. I don't really have anywhere in mind for it, for where it'll go. But for $4.99, you cannot pass up artwork, especially of this size. It is huge. I try to base my price that I pay for artwork off the size of it. So this was one of my favorite pictures that I found. The next thing I picked up was this jewelry box, and it was $4.99. I bought it for myself, but then whenever I brought it in, Ben said that he wanted it, so he can have it. He'll use it for something. I have no idea what he plans on using it for, but he liked it, so he's gonna have that. The next thing I got was this Homer Laughlin bowl, and I actually got quite a few of them. And I'm a sucker for old pottery or china, anything like that. I just love them, and I do use them. Like, it was so funny. I bought all these bowls at the same place, and the lady asked me what I plan on using them for. And it just makes me laugh every single time because I say I plan on using them, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But I use just about all of our bowls. I do check them for lead. I talked about that in my last video. So I can link those down below, the lead strips that we use, but they're not expensive at all. You can just swab them inside your bowl. You can take them with you to the antique store and swab before you even buy. But I do have a couple bowls that are, I don't know where I put it. It must be in the pantry. But it is lead based, so I put that one up and we don't use it. We just kind of set stuff in it. But I will lay a towel out and put like served bread or something like that out of it. So they do get used, but just not quite as often as a mixing bowl would. But I got this one. I got this Homer Laughlin bowl. I got this Homer Laughlin bowl. And this yellow speckled one, it just says made in USA. Paid In City pottery. I've never heard of this brand before, but it was $3, so I couldn't pass it up. So this one was $3, the yellow speckled. The brown rim with the flowers, that was $5. The blue rim with the flowers, that was $5. And then the white one with the flower you can barely see in the bottom, this one was $3. The next thing I got was this yellow wearable. And this one is a heavier one, but I could not pass it up for the price. Usually these are anywhere from like $20 to like $30, sometimes even upwards of like $50, just depending on the booth that you go to. So typically if you go to like an antique mall or something, they're gonna be way more expensive. So this one was at like, it was a thrift store. I don't know what you would consider it. So it was each individual vendors, but they were cheaper on prices. So this was only $10, and I could not pass that up. I'd never seen one with the design and then the bottom like this either. The next thing I got was this stack of Homer Laughlin plates. These came from Goodwill. They were $1 a piece, and the simple design with the red trim, I absolutely love that, and the scalloped edging. The next thing I got at Goodwill was $3.99, and this is just like the Pyrex one, but I have never actually seen the Fallscraft brand have glass bakeware like this. So I saw this and loved it. I love the simple design on it. It has like the little flower details and stuff on it, but it was $3.99, and again, it could be used as a refrigerator dish, store your leftovers in. It could be used as a mixing bowl or a baking dish. So I picked that up. And then they also had, this is smaller than a 9x13, but it says 2 quart. So I'm not really sure on the size of this, but it was $6.99. And again, it's the Fallscraft, and it has the same design as that bakeware. So I did pick up both of them so that they would match, but I love the detailing on those. I got these bowls. They were sold as a set at Goodwill for $3.99. They don't match, but I could tell that they didn't match, and I loved them that much more. They're like soup bowls. One is brown and then the green. So I absolutely love them though. Basket and flowers, it was $4.99 at Goodwill. And I mostly wanted it for the basket. I plan on taking this greenery out of it and just using the basket. I don't know if you can see, but the basket is so cute. But now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like it. So I may set it on top of something. I may leave the greenery in it. I don't know. The next thing I picked up was this magazine rack for $5. At least that's what I think it is. That's what I plan on using it for. And just books or anything like that. I'll honestly probably put anything in it. But it was $5. It is so heavy. I love the brass of it. It's so nice. This laundry rack. And it's going to be kind of hard to show until we get it hung in the laundry room. But I will definitely show you guys that whenever we get it hung. I cannot tell if it's old or not. I believe it is. My mom thought it was too. But it was kind of expensive. It was $42. It was the most expensive thing that I got. I love the old hooks. It definitely needs cleaned. It's either been sitting a while or it is old. I'm not sure. But it is so nice. I love the hooks, and I love this is like the porcelain knobs. So I absolutely love that. That's what makes me think it's old. And then also the top of it, the design right there. So I'm not sure, but it does accordion out. And like I said, I'll show you guys whenever we get it hung. It's a couple days later, but I had to just include this stuff in the thrift haul that I shared in this video. So it's a little bit after, but we went to the antique store today and I found some really great deals and some things that I've been looking for a really long time. So this I wanted for the pantry next to my espresso machine. So I found this set and it was $6 for the sugar jar and the creamer. Anytime I find some really old wood spoons, I have to pick them up. And this one is really, really old. The pair of them were $15, I think. Yeah, they were $7.50 a piece, and the guy was actually there. He was in his booth, so he wanted $10 a piece, and I talked him down to $15. So they were $7.50 a piece. But I absolutely love them. And my biggest thing with wood spoons is usually they don't have a hollowed out end. but both of these do. And I love that because I actually need to scoop with mine, and usually they're really hard to find some that actually can scoop. These things I've been looking for forever. So whenever I first saw the booth, I saw this one first, and I call this a salt cellar. Some people call it like a salt box. I'm really not sure what the technical name is, but this one was the first one I saw, and it was $4. I could not believe it. I've never seen one that cheap, and especially with the lid. Usually they are missing the lid, or the top back here is broke off. So I could not believe $4 for this. Usually they are anywhere from like $20, sometimes even up to $50. And then I saw this, which I've been wanting one for so long. It's ceramic or porcelain, I'm really not sure, but the G is a little bit messed up. I do not care. This was $1, and I've wanted one for so long to hang next to my kitchen sink to put my rings in. After I found that, sitting right next to both of these things, I found the bigger salt cellar for $5. I could not believe it. I've wanted one so long. So this one I believe is going to go in the kitchen, and then this one is going to go in the pantry, because I plan on using the pantry kind of like a kitchen, and then also this will be perfect for in here in the kitchen. But they're not cracked, they're not busted, they're not broke, and I could not believe the deal. But that is going to be it for this thrift haul. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys will like and subscribe.